Unit 8 Poem Believe in Yourself Thorough Explanation from Grade 9 Subject English Book Kaveri. The poem Believe in Yourself encourages readers to face challenges, move beyond their comfort zone, overcome fear, and take responsibility for shaping their future. It stressed that although beginning something new is difficult, self confidence and determination can help a person progress towards success. About the poem presents life as a journey in which every person must make important choices. Challenges may create fear and uncertainty, but remaining comfortable and avoiding change prevents personal growth. The poet advises readers to take the first step courageously and trust their own abilities. Stanza-wise explanation. Step up to the challenge. There is no crowd to see. It's just you and the future and where you want to be. Explanation. The poet directly asks the reader to rise and face the challenge ahead. The expression step up means to accept a responsibility and act courageously. The line there is no crowd to see suggests that facing an important challenge is often a personal experience. A person should not act merely to impress others or receive praise. At such a moment, the individual must think about their own life and future. The poet explains that the decision lies between the person and the future they want to create. Therefore, one must clearly understand one's goals and take personal responsibility for achieving them. Main idea of the stanza. Facing challenges requires personal responsibility, courage, and a clear vision of one's future. Stanza 2. Will it pull you forward or push you back in fear? Difficult are choices when the future is getting near. Explanation. The poet asks whether the approaching future will motivate the reader to move forward or frighten them so much that they step backwards. The words pull you forward represent confidence, hope, ambition, and progress. On the other hand, push you back in fear represents doubt, anxiety, hesitation, and failure to act. As the time for making an important decision comes closer, choosing the correct path becomes difficult. People may worry about failure or the consequences of their decisions. Through this stanza, the poet asks readers to examine whether they will be guided by courage or controlled by fear. Main idea of the stanza. Fear and uncertainty make decisions difficult, but one must not allow fear to prevent progress. Stanza 3. There is such ease in comfort to maintain the status quo, but this isn't what we are made for. This isn't how we grow. Explanation. The poet admits that remaining in a familiar and comfortable situation is easy. The phrase maintain the status quo means to keep the existing situation unchanged. People often avoid challenges because change involves risk, effort, and uncertainty. However, the poet strongly states that human beings are not meant to remain inactive or unchanged. Growth takes place only when people leave their comfort zones, try new things, learn from difficulties, and accept change. Therefore, choosing comfort over challenge may provide temporary ease, but it does not lead to progress or development. Main idea of the stanza. Personal growth requires leaving one's comfort zone and accepting change and challenges. Stanza 4. The first step is the hardest. There is no turning back. You just need to believe in yourself for your future to be on track. Robert Langley. Explanation. The poet explains that beginning a difficult task is usually the most challenging part. Before taking the first step, a person may experience fear, doubt, and hesitation. Once the decision has been made and the journey has begun, one should remain determined and avoid giving up. The phrase there is no turning back suggests commitment and perseverance. The poet concludes that self belief is essential for success. When people trust their abilities, continue their efforts, and remain focused on their goals, they can keep their future on track, meaning moving in the correct direction. Main idea of the stanza. Although beginning is difficult, self-confidence and determination help a person move towards a successful future. Next, summary of the poem. The poem Believe in Yourself is an inspiring message about courage, choice, growth, and self confidence. The poet asks readers to accept challenges because their future depends upon the decisions they make. When an important decision approaches, people may either move forward confidently or allow fear to hold them back. Remaining in one's comfort zone and maintaining the existing situation may seem easy, but it prevents growth. The poet recognizes that the first step towards change is often the hardest. However, once a person begins, they must remain determined and continue moving forward. By believing in themselves and staying focused on their goals, people can guide their future in the right direction. Central idea. The central idea of the poem is that personal growth and success require courage, change, determination, and belief in oneself. Challenges may be difficult, but they provide opportunities to develop and build a better future. Major themes. First, self belief. The most important theme is confidence in one's own abilities. The poet believes that trusting oneself is necessary for moving towards success. Second, facing challenges. Challenges should not be avoided. They help people discover their strength and learn important lessons. Third, fear versus courage. The poem contrasts fear, which pushes a person backwards, with courage, which pulls a person forward. Fourth, leaving the comfort zone. Comfort may feel safe, but continuous growth requires accepting change and trying unfamiliar things. Fifth, personal responsibility. The line, "It's just you and the future," suggests that each person must take responsibility for their choices and actions. Sixth, growth and change. True growth occurs when people move beyond familiar situations, face difficulties, and learn through experience. Next, important word meanings. Step up means to come forward and accept responsibility. Challenge means a difficult task that tests one's ability. Crowd means a large group of people. Future means the time that is yet to come. Pull you forward means encourage or motivate you to make progress. Push you back means prevent you from moving ahead. Fear means a feeling of anxiety caused by danger or uncertainty. Choices means decisions between two or more possibilities. Getting near means coming closer. Ease means comfort or freedom from difficulty. Comfort means a state of physical or mental ease. Maintain means to continue or preserve something. Status quo means the existing situation without any change. Grow means to develop, improve, and become more mature. First step means the beginning of an action or journey. Hardest means most difficult. Turning back means giving up or returning to the earlier position. Believe in yourself means have confidence in your abilities. On track means moving in the correct direction towards a goal. Next, title of the poem. The title Believe in Yourself is appropriate because the poem repeatedly emphasizes the importance of self confidence. According to the poet, challenges, fear, and difficult choices can be overcome when a person trusts their own ability and remains determined. The title also summarizes the poem's main message: self belief keeps a person's future moving in the right direction. Speaker of the poem. The speaker appears to be an experienced and encouraging guide who understands the fear and uncertainty connected with challenges. The repeated use of the pronoun you creates a direct and personal connection between the speaker and the reader. It seems as though the speaker is personally motivating every reader to take control of their future. Next, tone of the poem. The tone of the poem is motivational, encouraging, thoughtful, hopeful, determined. The tone is thoughtful in the beginning because the poet discusses choices and fear. By the end, it becomes firm and encouraging as the poet advises the reader to believe in themselves. Next, mood of the poem. The poem creates a mood of hope, courage, confidence, determination, readiness for challenge. It encourages readers to feel stronger and more positive about facing challenges. Next, rhyme scene. The rhyme scene of every stanza is A, B, C, B. For example, in the first stanza, challenge A, C, B, future C, B, B. The words C and B rhyme. Other rhyming pairs are fear, near, cure, grow, back, track. The simple rhyme scene gives the poem a smooth and memorable flow. Next, poetic devices. First, rhetorical question. Will it pull you forward or push you back in fear? This question does not require a spoken answer. It encourages readers to reflect on whether they will choose courage or allow fear to control them. Second, antithesis. Antithesis places contrasting ideas together. Will it pull you forward or push you back in fear? The expressions pull you forward and push you back present opposite movements. They highlight the contrast between progress and fear. Another contrast exists between ease in comfort and how we grow. Comfort suggests remaining unchanged, whereas growth requires effort and change. Third, metaphor. The first step is the hardest. The first step is not merely a physical step, it represents the beginning of a new task, decision, change, or journey. For your future to be on track, the future is compared to a journey moving along a track. Being on track means progressing correctly towards one's goals. Fourth, repetition. This isn't what we are made for. This isn't how we grow. The repetition of this isn't emphasizes that remaining comfortable and unchanged is against the natural need for human development. Fifth, direct address. The poet repeatedly uses you and your. Examples, it's just you and the future. You just need to believe in yourself. This makes the poem personal and allows the reader to feel that the poet is speaking directly to them. Sixth, symbolism, the future. The future symbolizes the unknown, new possibilities, change, and potential success. The first step, it symbolizes the courage required to begin a journey of self improvement. Status quo, it symbolizes stagnation, fear of change, and remaining inside one's comfort zone. Track, it symbolizes the correct direction towards one's goals. Next, imagery. The expressions step up, pull you forward, push you back, first step, and on track create the image of a person moving along a journey. This journey represents personal development and progress in life. Eighth, enjambment. Several ideas continue from one line to the next without a complete pause. For example, it's just you and the future and where you want to be. This gives the poem a natural and continuous flow. Next, structure of the poem. The poem contains 4 stanzas. Each stanza contains 4 lines. Therefore, the poem has a total of 16 lines. Each stanza develops one stage of the central message. Stanza 1, accepting personal responsibility. Stanza 2, choosing between fear and progress. Stanza 3, leaving the comfort zone. Stanza 4, taking the first step with self-belief. Next, moral of the poem. The moral of the poem is that we should not allow fear or comfort to prevent us from growing. We must take the first step courageously, remain committed to our goals, and trust our abilities. Message for students. The poem teaches students that difficult tasks should be faced rather than avoided. Failure and uncertainty are natural parts of growth. Staying within the comfort zone limits learning. The beginning may be difficult, but consistent effort makes progress possible. Self-belief must be supported by preparation, hard work, discipline, and perseverance. Next, significance of the first step is the hardest. This line is important because people often hesitate before starting something new. They may fear failure, criticism, or uncertainty. However, once they begin, their fear may decrease, they gain experience, their confidence improves, the next steps become easier. Thus, the first step marks the movement from thought to action. Next, is believing in yourself enough? Self belief is necessary, but it does not guarantee success by itself. A person must also have clear goals, proper preparation, knowledge and skills, regular effort, patience, support when required, the willingness to learn from mistakes. Self belief gives a person the courage to begin, while hard work and perseverance help them complete the journey. So friends, we have completed thorough explanation of Unit 8 poem Believe in Yourself. And if you have watched the video till the end, then you have completed 30% questions of this poem too. We will complete all the question answers of this poem in a separate video. If you like the video, kindly like, hype the video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive new video notifications. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.